My name's Jess Goldsmith. I currently work in the multi-channel strategy team as a junior project manager responsible for delivering projects over the next kind of 5 to 6 months. My last rotation on the graduate scheme was working in our my trading area, working on the consumer electricals team, and I had the opportunity to select our headphone range for Catalogue 74, which launched in June. Being in a retail environment which is incredibly innovative and always pushing and looking for new change and opportunities, the culture at Argos is incredibly supportive, which means that you feel quite comfortable doing that, in that if you see an opportunity or you want to do things a bit differently, the culture really supports and encourages you to behave in that way, which is absolutely great. I absolutely loved my time in store for a couple of reasons. I thought it was great to have that customer interaction and be the kind of customer interface. Firstly, that you see how our customers shop with Argos, and you learn a huge amount about their customer kind of shopping patterns and their expectations, and where we meet their expectations and where there's an opportunity for us to exceed their expectations. You secondly learn a huge amount about the kind of customer interface with Argos, so all of the front-end processes and how we say from our supply chain point of view, the impacts that has on our customers. And then thirdly, you get the opportunity to work in a large team. So I worked at Bristol Imperial Park, and there were about 35 colleagues working in that store. So it was a great environment, everyone pulled together, and it was really great fun over Christmas. I think I pride myself on taking absolutely everything from all the different experiences that I've had. So for example, in each of the rotations I've fully got involved with the team and absolutely taken every experience and learning opportunity, and I think that in turn enables me to deliver good pieces of work and work really hard. On a day-to-day basis, I work a lot with our IS teams, which are our internal systems teams, as the projects that I'm working on are looking at a lot of our internal systems, so I have to liaise with those colleagues. So I'll spend several hours a day kind of in meetings with them, making sure that all the projects are on track, but then going back to the business colleagues to kind of cross-reference and double-check that the work that's being done on our systems is exactly what our business colleagues want and how it's going to help them to deliver in trade. I enjoy most about my role the diversity. I think every day is completely different. I'm working on kind of 5 or 6 projects, and all are going to be delivered within a fairly short period of time, and the day-to-day work of that is very, very different as we go into kind of UAT, where different business users of the projects have to test the process that we've been developing over the last 6 months, and you can have things kind of chucked in the mix that you weren't expecting. So it's really the diversity and the changing environment. Yeah, I absolutely feel that schemes, it's not lived up to my expectations, it's exceeded them. When I thought about the graduate scheme before I started, I didn't appreciate how much I would learn and enjoy and take with me all of the experiences that I would have in the 5 different rotations. And when I look back over my time, kind of on a day-to-day basis, I use my knowledge and I use the contacts and the relationships that I've built with people over the last 2 years. So absolutely, it's definitely exceeded my expectations. If I was trying to persuade my friends to join the Argos graduate scheme, I would say it's a perfect place if you want to develop a career in retail because you like the innovative and the changing nature of the retail environment, but you don't know exactly which career avenue you want to take, whether it be marketing or trading or supply or e-coms. It's an absolutely perfect scheme because it gives you that breadth of experience. So once you've been in the scheme for a couple of years, like how I have, and experienced those different things, I know really where I want to pursue my career. Where do I see myself in 10 years' time? That's a bit of a tricky question, but I would absolutely see myself as a manager managing a large team and hopefully really getting up into the senior management levels within Argos. I'm not entirely sure which functional area I would want to work in, but that's absolutely where I would see my aspirations. I'd just like to add really that if anyone's a bit nervous about finishing university and then applying to the Argos graduate scheme, obviously because it's such a huge company, in my experience over the last couple of years I've been incredibly supported by my peers, my managers, the other managers that were kind of on the graduate scheme, and having that support has really enabled me whenever I felt a bit out of my depth or like I've kind of been in uncharted territory, really to let me kind of perform and to bring the best out of me by having that support around me, which has been invaluable.